Hello everyone and welcome to today's lecture on the December 1986 uprising in Almaty, now known as Almaty. This event, also known as the Желтоқсан uprising, was a pivotal moment in the history of the Soviet Union and especially significant in the context of Kazakhstan's path to independence. Today we'll explore the causes, the immediate consequences and the broader historical significance of the uprising. Let's start by looking at the causes of the uprising. The immediate trigger was a political decision made in Moscow in December 1986. Muhammad Kunayev, who was the first secretary of the Communist Party of Kazakhstan and a native Kazakh, was suddenly removed from his position. He was replaced by Gennady Kolbin, a Russian who had no prior connection to Kazakhstan. This decision was seen by many Kazakhs as a direct insult to their national pride and an imposition by the Central Soviet authorities. The move symbolized a broader issue, the ongoing marginalization of non-Russian ethnic groups within the Soviet Union, and the growing resentment towards Moscow's heavy-handed control. At the same time, Mikhail Gorbachev's policies of glasnost and perestroika had raised hopes for more local autonomy and respect for national identities. However, the appointment of Kolbin showed that the central government was still not ready to fully embrace these changes, leading to widespread frustration. On December 16, 1986, the people of Almaty took to the streets in protest. What began as a relatively small demonstration quickly grew, with thousands of young people, mostly students, joining in to express their anger and demand greater respect for Kazakh identity. The protests continued into the next day, December 17th, as demonstrators voiced their opposition to the Kolbin's appointment and the broader issues of central control and national suppression. However, the Soviet authorities responded with force. Police and military units were deployed to suppress the demonstrations, resulting in violent clashes, arrests, and, according to some accounts, deaths. The immediate consequences of the uprising were severe. The Soviet government cracked down harshly on the protesters, with hundreds of arrests and reports of many injured or even killed. Also, the exact numbers are still debated. However, the significance of the uprising extends far beyond its immediate aftermath. It exposed the deep-rooted national tensions within the Soviet Union and highlighted the failure of Soviet nationalist policy, which claimed to promote quality but often prioritized Russian dominance. The Желтоқсан uprising also played a crucial role in awakening Kazakh national consciousness. It was a key moment in the struggle for Kazakh dignity and autonomy, and it planted the seeds for the republic's eventual independence in December 1991, just 5 years later. The December 1986 uprising is historically significant for several reasons. First, it was one of the earliest and most visible challenges to Moscow's authority in the Gorbachev's era, signaling the beginning of a broader wave of dissent across the Soviet republics. It showed that the Soviet Union's control over its constituent nations was weakening, and it foreshadowed the nationalist movements that would eventually lead to USSR's collapse. For Kazakhstan, Желтоқсан is remembered as a symbol of resistance and the fight for national self-determination. It's commemorated today as a key moment in the Kazakhstan's journey towards independence, representing the resilience and aspirations of the Kazakh people. In conclusion, the December 1986 uprising in Almaty was a critical event in the late Soviet era. It was not just a protest against a political appointment, it was a powerful expression of national identity and resistance to Soviet domination. The uprising had significant consequences, both immediate and long-term, and it holds an important place in the history of Kazakhstan and the wider Soviet Union. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the Желтоқсан uprising. I hope this video material has provided you with a deeper understanding of this pivotal moment in the history.